Hi, I'm Lance.
And I'm Joe.
And we're the SAR guys.
And today we're going to talk to you about lost person behavior. And for lost person behavior, I learned about it several years ago when I took a class, an online class from Dr. Robert Koester. And he had written a book called Lost Person Behavior. And it's become a very powerful tool for us to use, especially in the command staff, to determine where we're going to do the search areas. It has taken a lot of data from different types of people that are lost, be it that they've been in an automobile accident, or if they are dementia or mental health illness or an injury or out hiking or mushroom hunting or whatever they might have been doing. And Dr. Koester has collected the data. This book, he talked about over 50,000 cases, and then he's plotted them out and written out a book that really helps you quite a little bit to know where to go looking for these people, how far to go, what kind of direction they would travel, whether they're going uphill, downhill, following a river or roads or whatever they tend to do. And it's really become quite a powerful tool. I can't explain the whole book to you. I know it's a powerful tool that we use. You can look it up online. There are so many different online videos and stories about it. There's classes you can take. There's full day trainings you can take. And you just need to look it up to see. But the way we use it is we've gone to a search mission and look in the book at the different criteria, and then go out and the SAR teams are deployed. Since we got the book, an application has come out, and that's been a couple of years ago. And maybe Lance could tell us a little bit about the app.
Yeah, the app, I think, is one of the easier things to do. It's very simple, and all that you do is you run through the app to be able to find the scenario. And the neat thing about the app or the book, let me just say the information, is it takes this vast amount of a world that a lot of us don't understand, whether or not it's mental health or injury or just having that behavior. And it hones it down to give us a reference point and an ability to be able to say, hey, these are the top priority areas for us to be able to go and search and hopefully be able to find it. And I've found every time that we've followed this, it's been almost dead on. And I mean, granted, there's always the circumstances that it was a little bit off, but this gave us such a nice focused area to be able to say, hey, let's start in this area. And so I've been really impressed with it. The app in itself is super simple. It's just pushing a couple buttons, and it's laid it all out there from how you brief each other and really the high areas of probability in the areas that you need to be able to search.
And Lance, you and I both have learned to use this app on our way to a mission. If we have more than one person in the vehicle, we'll have a person fire up the app and plug in the information so that before we even get to the scene, we can have an idea about what the search is going to be like and what we're looking for. Yep. And perhaps, Lance, you could walk us through one of those scenarios.
Yeah, absolutely. So the app is very, very simple to use. I found myself, I wish I would have used this more. We kind of had a situation in my family where my brother went suicidal, and we were trying to find him. And unfortunately, we didn't have a successful ending to the whole thing, but I wish I would have slowed down and applied this, and we probably would have found him a day sooner. The end result was going to be the same, unfortunately, but it was really interesting when I was able to kind of sit back and read this. It's like, oh man, all the information's there. And so if you go in here, it's got a couple different things. You can hit the subject category wizard. And so you can see, you can push on different areas, whether or not it's aircraft or water or abduction, and all of these are going to give different levels of areas to go. What we use a lot of times is the mental status or the mental state. And so then you have all these lists out of what is the mental state. And so if you go into despondent, right off the bat it says, our tactical brief, many survivors walk out on their own or are found in structures. And then the second one is among suicidal patterns, just out of sight, significant scene and location. And so It gives us a description of how we should be searching, where we should be searching, and different things that we should be looking for. You also got these tabs that are up here that give you things to be able to work on your plan. And so for more of the command structure, it gives you some of these things, all the way down to interview questions of what to ask, how to ask, who to ask. And it's very well set out. It also gives you different things to remember to be looking for. And then it goes into the stats showing the probability of the areas of success of finds for that specific scenario. And then it's just a matter of backing back out and say that one doesn't apply, so now you go to water and you hit the thing, and then it shows these different areas, and then it's going to give different briefs. And then of course you go through your planning and your stats again to be able to show you different areas for that app. And so it's pretty slick. It's something that's very easily to be able to use. My wife and I were typically in the same vehicle as we're going to a mission, and whoever's not driving, typically she'll pull it out and we'll just start running through the information that we know. Sometimes when you get on scene, the information has totally changed, and so we throw it out the window, grab the app, and do it again. And so great stuff, helps out a lot, narrows everything down to be able to go, here's our focus ring, and now we can have that wagon wheel search and that idea to continue to go out.
All right, Lance, that was pretty informative. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, great app. I mean, everything has its place, and so use the tools that we have. And thankfully, we're in the age of communication and technology, and not all technology is the best, but if we can get it to use it. If you don't like technology, get the book.
There you go. And when you don't have technology and batteries are dead and everything's gone to heck, you still have the book.
Absolutely.
So I will put a link to the book and to various videos that are available online. And if you do an internet search for lost person behavior, you're going to find an overwhelming amount of information about it. But I suggest you get the book and the app if you are so inclined, and use that. It's a very powerful tool.
Absolutely. I figure with the app, I don't like spending money on apps. I think it's a little annoying, but I don't remember how much I spent on it. I figure if that can save a person's life, then
it's
10, 20 bucks, I'll do it every day.
Right.
And so it's a great resource.
Okay. Well, we hope you found that information useful, and we encourage you, especially if you're command staff, to go out and investigate this if you aren't already using it.
Absolutely, and we hope we'll see you out on the trail.